with Rec Room shutting down on June 1st, the 10th birthday of Rec Room, which is kind of a slap to the face for Rec Room just because it's like, oh, hey, we're killing you off on your 10th birthday. But whatever. I just wanted to kind of take a journey back into Rec Room and see where it all went wrong. Well, I shouldn't say where it all went wrong, but this is heavily unscripted. I'm just kind of here talking about my feelings on Rec Room and how much it's gonna kind of suck, honestly, when it's gone. Because, I mean, you could just see everything here. I mean, besides those two things were made by my girlfriend. The little teddy bear and the Applejack, those were made by my girlfriend. But everything else, the logos and everything, are stuff that I worked hard on, stuff that I'm proud of, and especially the rooms that I've made, mainly like a few rooms, like the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 room that I made. I'm really proud of them, and I know I can just download them, which I did just before pressing start recording, but it's gonna suck not being able to just get back on Rec Room and take a trip down memory lane, because it's just gonna be gone. And there's a really good video that I forget it was like incompetence like killed the game or something like that. I'm so horrible with remembering stuff. It's right here. This is the video. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can go watch it, but it explains extremely well basically what happened to this game. Just everything that went horribly wrong, everything that it was made a year ago too. That's the thing. This game. This is so unscripted. I'm just all over the place. That video was made a year ago. So it basically covered everything as to why the game is shutting down now. And it's like an hour long, but it's a really, really good video talking about like some of the history of Rec Room, some of the reasons as to why Rec Room started becoming not Rec Room anymore. And it kind of at the end gives a reason why it's even shutting down a year later, a year after that video was made. So I just want to, again, talk about my feelings about Rec Room and just say my goodbyes, I guess, because Rec Room was one of the first ever VR games that I played myself. I remember before I got my original Oculus Quest, I played Rec Room on my older brother's PlayStation VR, the original PlayStation VR. I've been playing this game for quite a bit. Back, again, way before the original Oculus Quest. So, I've been here for a minute. So, I kind of know my way around Rec Room. I remember falling in love with this game. I was just so excited to, get back from school and hop on Rec Room because it was so much fun. I loved doing the RROs. I loved just going into random rooms and just experiencing everything. I didn't know anything about the Maker Pen yet. I don't know why it has the costume out. But I didn't know anything about the Maker Pen. I didn't know anything about making rooms. But I just loved playing Rec Room. And then it was when I got my Oculus Quest and this account, that was when I discovered the building and the sharing and everything. And I was just like, I love this game even more because I can create whatever I want. Case in point, all these Rec Room logos and Marios and Isaacs and Paydays and Fall Guys and Five Nights at Freddy's and Minecraft's all the way up there. But literally, I've made so many rooms based on everything that I love, and it's just I've just had so much fun with this game. And over the years, I've kind of fallen out of love with this game, and those reasons are probably self-explanatory. I mean, look at that new UI. It's It's horrible. It's awful. Nobody likes it. I don't know a single person who actually likes that new UI. They made so many glitches by accident. So basically, in my eyes, it's like the Dead by Daylight of VR. Like, if you know Dead by Daylight, you know that with every single update, there's like 5 new bugs added to the game. Same thing with this game. They have one update and 5 things break, and it's just, especially with maker pens and stuff like that and creating rooms, it made it really hard to do that. So that was one of the other issues, but I just don't really know why they made half the decisions they made. Like the Roomie bot thing, the AI thing that you have to pay for it to even work. I don't understand why they even decided that was a good idea. They let greed get to their head. They let this new technology get to their head. It's like, oh yeah, AI is the next big thing and we're gonna use it all over Rec Room. And it's like, no, but it also just, with all the UGC stuff, people just, again, the video does a great job of explaining everything, but basically it's just with people abusing the creator programs to just milk money off of people, and people, again, just abusing UGC content in general just to like pump out slop, whether it be like, oh, just a Rec Room or a Rec Room version of a Roblox game, or brain rot stuff, whatever that is. I don't know. I'm not a child, but it's just, nothing was sacred anymore on Rec Room. It used to just be people making cool stuff because they loved to do it. That was me. I just wanted to make cool stuff. Yes, it was based on existing IPs, but I still loved making it. It's not like I wanted to make it. It's like, oh, I'm going to profit off of this IP. It's like, no, I love the IP and I loved this game. So it was like, okay, I can create something based on something I like and just share it with people and see if other people like what I created. And that was all that I did, basically, in Rec Room after I figured all out the maker pen and stuff like that. I mean, I still played RROs. I still tried to get weeklies and stuff like that. But then that was another thing they did. They removed the weeklies. They removed the whole system. They removed the rewards. They removed like token rewards as well, not just weeklies. They just, you used to get tokens when you played an RRO. You like 50 to 500 tokens. And I was like, okay, that was fun. And then they just added random garbage to your rewards that you can choose from. But it's like, okay, I get what? A random like plaid shirt or skirt that I'm never going to use. Like, just give me the tokens. But then they barely gave you tokens because they jacked up their prices on everything, because the free to play motto was let them buy tokens to get what they want. So that was another thing that kind of went south for them. But I'm just ranting at this point. I'm just thinking about all the things that just... It's really hard for me to explain because I loved this game. It was such a fun game. I mean, I didn't reach level 50, but I'm at 45. I was close to 50. But that just goes to show that as an avid player who was almost level 50 before they added the 50 plus levels, I stopped playing because of the stuff that happened. Like, I moved on to VR chat because not only did I learn about, avatar creation over in VR chat and, how to make my own stuff, but I also just enjoyed the aspect more of I go into a world and I can be literally anything I want. Like recently, my two main things that I do on VR chat, besides being with my girlfriend and friends and stuff like that, if nobody's online, I'm always either doing a Springtrap impression and like playing out the character of Springtrap, or I'm doing Kane from Digital Circus, specifically also Springtrap from Dead by Daylight. Like I'm doing the voice and everything and I'm acting it out. But because it's gotten to a point where I have full body now. I have an index and full body, so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of my time when I'm on VR in VR chat, because I have dedicated my time and money into that, which I wouldn't have mind being on both Rec Room and VR chat. But the issue with Rec Room is just that, again, they started to ruin a lot of what made this game special, ruin a lot of what made me want to play Rec Room. Everything that I made so many friends on Rec Room. I remember my Five Nights at Freddy's 4 map I created with a bunch of just random people I met in a Five Nights at Freddy's world. It was such an amazing experience to just go on here, meet people with the same interests, and just create stuff with those people. I remember I made a really good friend group with those people. I made friend groups with other people on this game. There are so many things that this game has done nice, and just so many things that it's done wrong. And at this point, I mean, being that it's shutting down, you can kind of tell that the bad outweighed the good. And in the end, Rec Room lost, because they were trying to be like everybody else. They weren't trying to be unique anymore. They weren't trying to stick out from the crowd. They were becoming the crowd. And I just think it sucks, because there's just so much good that came from this game, and then it's all being deleted. So I'm gonna miss Rec Room. I'm definitely gonna miss Rec Room a lot, because again, I've had so many good memories on Rec Room. I played so many games created by other people. I remember one of my favorites was the Prison Escape remake from yes, and I know I just got done talking about like, oh, it just became Rec Room remakes of Roblox games, but like this was different. This was before the time where Roblox became just like a slop generator, and then people copied that slop into Rec Room. That's a different story. But like Prison Escape, or Prison Life, I think it was called. I can't remember fully. Prison Life, I think it is. It was fun in VR. I played a lot of PvP games because, I liked just going around. I remember Drunken Bar Fight was a really fun one on Rec Room, where you just go. It's such a tiny, compact space. You have an upstairs with a very narrow hallway, and then a downstairs, which is a bunch of bars and stools and stuff like that, and you just grab whatever you can and beat people up. It was so much fun. That was also one of my favorite games on Rec Room. So like, I have had fun with this game, and I know millions of others have, but unfortunately it's all coming to a close, and it's a shame, because we're all gonna miss this game. Rec Room definitely had its haters, and people who played Rec Room definitely had hatred towards it. And then there are the bad people, which that's another issue with Rec Room shutting down. All the Rec Room kids are gonna migrate to VR chat, and then that's gonna become a way bigger issue. It's gonna suck saying goodbye because of everything that this game did and everything that it wanted to be, but then they shot themselves in the foot. Again, the video does a great job explaining what happened. Like, there was so much about the college aesthetic that Rec Room was going for, and the cartoony art style, and all that was so perfect for VR and just so perfect for Rec Room. And they just removed, they didn't even remove it. They just kind of started losing their aesthetic that they created. So I feel like at this point, I'm just rambling. It's been almost 20 minutes now that I've been rambling, but I just wanted to hop in Rec Room and just talk about my feelings. And I'm probably going to be playing Rec Room a little bit more before it shuts down, just to experience everything again, just to be here. I kind of honestly want to be in Rec Room the minute the server shut down, just to see what happens. But I probably have work and I probably won't be able to do that, but I guess we'll see when it happens. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching me ramble, and just overall, because I know a lot of people have seen my extension of the new Rec Room theme, and I've gotten a lot of comments on that video recently, like, saying that game is shutting down and they're saluting it and all that stuff. So if you're here watching and appreciating Rec Room for what it was and are gonna miss this game just as much, I appreciate you watching. And other than that, enjoy your time in Rec Room while it is up. I will say that. Just if you haven't played Rec Room in a while, or if you just have seen that it's getting shut down, you're just like, oh, that game that I used to play is being shut down. That's kind of crazy. Spend just a little bit of time in here. Just make the most of what we have before it is gone. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you. And again, make the most of what you can with Rec Room, and as Coach would say, give it your Rec Room best. Have a good one, guys.